crafty friends, it's Kelly here with Kelly Crafts It All. In this video, we are going to learn how to make some Halloween decor. And what we're making is going to involve one of these. So you need one of these or as many as you want, how many you want to make. That. You're going to need some paint. And I'll show you how I paint mine. But you can spray paint yours, paint it however you like. This is how I'm doing it. And then I'm going to do a witch today. I'm going to insert a picture of the pumpkin that I did make. It had to go by eyes before I could get a tutorial made. So I'll insert the picture of the pumpkin. So I have this I cut this with my cutting machine, my Cricut. And but you can hand paint yours on or make a stencil and stencil it on however you want. Now in the video, the last video, we learned to make this fun stuff that was called festooning. And if you didn't watch that video, you might want to hop over there and watch that one. So let's get started on this. So we have this torch fuel canister. These are empty. So there's no fuel in them. You put your own fuel in them. Sorry for my arm in y'all's way. But so, I guess I could have took this plastic off beforehand. But as you see, there's a wick inside. There's this little cap. And you're also going to need some either E6000. I just use super glue with mine. And you take this apart, unscrew that, take that, and you take that wick out. You don't need the wick in there. Now, if you want to leave it in there, by all means, go right ahead. But I just take it out. So you're not going to see it, but the pumpkin one that I showed the picture of, I filled with little candies. The little fruit chews, I put those in there. But this is the lid. So this is going to look like the witch's hat or the pumpkin's hat or whatever hat you want. And I just have a little one of those single-use super glue packs from the dollar store. Or you can use your hot glue gun and E6000, whatever floats your boat. You might want to have a hot glue gun. You might want to turn that on. We will be using it. But I just ran a small little bead of super glue around mine. And then I made sure and you can take that chain off if you would like. You don't need it on there really, but I left it. And I'm just gonna pull that down and try to make sure it's centered in there. Like I said, you can put some hot glue on here and make it hold it, because we're going to cover it up anyway. But my hot glue gun isn't hot yet, so I'm just going to set that aside and hopefully that'll dry while we'll do the rest. These we don't need quite yet, that comes at the end. Paint. You could paint it however you want. Like I said, this is how I'm painting mine. You could spray paint them if you'd like. This is how I'm doing mine. I'm going to get a sponge. These are just those cheap makeup sponges from the Dollar Tree. And my can. And I like to base coat mine in white first. And I like to use this chalk paint because it adheres to the metal really nicely. And it helps your other color be more vibrant, because this is black. Unless you're painting it black, you could just probably get away with putting black paint on there. And all I'm going to do is dab this, and it probably might take 2 coats, depending on the color that you're using to paint yours. Now, I've seen this on Facebook a few months ago, and I can't find the picture that she put up. So I don't remember how she decorated hers, but I just did my own thing. And I seen where she made a ghost, a pumpkin, and a witch. So you can do that, or you can make a scarecrow. You know, you could do these in several different Halloween themes, or do a scarecrow for fall. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this. I'm going to let it dry, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like when it's done. I'm going to paint the whole entire thing. All I'm painting is from here to here, and I'm going to do the whole thing. So I'll be back. Okay, friends, I've got mine all painted white. I did a couple coats, just willy-nilly. I didn't get real into it. And the chalk paint I'm using is the Waverly Snow White from I get mine at Walmart. And then your paint color of your choice. If you're going to do the pumpkin, you do orange. But I just use the Waverly from Walmart, and then, paint it a color of your choice. You want to do the pumpkin, maybe orange, whatever color pumpkin you want. Maybe you're doing the pastel Halloween and you'd like it to be purple or pink. Go ahead. It's yours. Do it. I'm doing the witch, so I'm going to do a greenish color. I didn't have any, like, fluorescent kind of green I wanted. And then when I'm all said and done, I will hit it with a little bit of clear finish. And this is just Krylon from Walmart. And then my hat is together. And super glue worked. So it worked good. And then when you put these on, I always put mine on first to see where it's going to land. And it just depends where you put it. Now, the pumpkin one kept landing right on the seam. But, but right now we're just going to worry about painting this up. We'll worry about the face and everything later. So, this is just some folk art from Walmart, multi-purpose. You use whatever you want. This is what I have. This is a classic green satin. And then this is just some Artesia acrylic paint in the lemon yellow. And I'm going to try to mix this to the color that I want. So I'm just going to glob some on here and mix these together. See if I can get the green I'm looking for. Yeah, that's a better. I didn't want that real dark green, but I didn't want it real light either. I might go in there just a hair bit more yellow. Still looking a little olivey. And this paintbrush is a Timu's paintbrush, number 8, if you want to know. It's not really important because I'm just using this to mix my paint. I'm wondering if I add just a touch of white. I'm going to throw my chalk paint in there. It really doesn't matter. Oh, let's see here. I have my sponge. Just put it in there. I just want to touch. There we go, that's better. There. Make sure you mix up enough to cover your whole thing, and you might have to do 2 coats. And this is just a page protector. Set that there. Now you can either paint this on with a brush, or you can sponge paint it on. The first initial coat of the white, I like to sponge paint it, because I don't leave all the brush strokes. But you can paint this whatever. And I'm still not liking that. It's still just, to me, a little dark. And, when paint dries, it dries darker. I wanted like a limeish green. With a little more white and yellow. Tone that down just a bit. Alright, there we go. I think I got it where I want it now. better. That's better. And, like I said, you can paint this on with the brush, or you can sponge it on, you know, however you may like to do it. Or if you have spray paint, you can spray paint these. Alright, I'm going to go finish this off camera and dry it. I just dry mine with a blow dryer, and I'll be back and we'll work on it some more. Alright guys, I'm back and I've got mine painted. And mine to paint all over my hands. Your hands are going to be painting unless you're, I don't know, wearing gloves or something, but I can't stand to wear gloves and paint. So this is now done, and I put on a couple coats of the green, and then I took and hit it with a little bit of this clear coat and let that dry. So I just use a blow dryer. Now this lid depends on where you set it, I think, how it goes on. Because see, now I've got this right on that seam again. And I didn't really want it on the seam, but I don't know. You just have to play around with it till you figure out where it goes, but I'm just going to have mine on the seam. It doesn't really matter. And this is the hat. Now you can paint this any color you want. You spray paint it, sponge paint it, whatever you want to do with it. I just left mine black because it's fine for me. And now this is where this festooning comes into place. I did it on the pumpkin one, and I'm just going to run some of that right around there. And alright, guys, I had to take that chain off. It was driving me nuts. And then in the middle of twisting it all, I popped my lid right off. So I went back through and I just hot glued it on. Seemed like the hot glue works a little bit better. But, yeah, so there is my witch. Now, like I said, we can decorate the hat or whatever you want to do, but I'm just going to wait on that. I'm going to put my face on. So there's the back. And if you need to, you could, you know, set this with something to hold it so it doesn't roll all over the place. So I'm just going to use that cap for now. And these are my witch's eyes and a little masking tape. It's not as sticky, but I don't want it to pull off my paint. Because now when I did the pumpkin, I did let it sit overnight and it kind of cured itself. And then I did the vinyling. But I'm just de-sticking my tape a little bit. I really don't want it to pull my paint off. And I'm just gonna stick that tape on there. It doesn't pull out the properly. I'm just gonna rub it down. And I may have de-stickied it too much. There, that's funny. And then I'm just gonna center those eyes. Put them where I want them. Try to get them straight. And it doesn't take much, and I'm just pushing. I'm not rubbing all over that tape. The less contact it has with my paint, the better. Like I said, I did let mine sit and cure overnight. That would be my suggestion. So let your paint cure. I should have just let mine cure and come back and did it, but I'm just impatient. See, it's peeling some of my paint off, so that's why I did not throw my paint away. So I can touch it up. There we go. So, Wasn't too bad. I only got two little spots. I'll just touch that up. There we go. There. So we've got the witchy's eyes on. Now, I got mine off of Cricut Design Space, and it was showing that the nose goes down over the mouth a little bit. So, I'm just gonna cheat, and I don't know if this is everywhere in frame or not here. I'm trying to do this without keeping you in frame and without getting my head in the way. So it showed that her nose went in between the teeth. Like that. But I did the transfer tape for the eyes because I wanted them to stay where they were. And this one I'm just going to peel it off like a sticker. And yeah, it's got paint all over it because my hands are still got paint on them. Okay, so I'm just going to take that off like this and use it like a sticker. And then I have this in between her eyes. Yeah, there's my witch. Push that on there really good, and I will hit this again with some clear coat to hold down that vinyl so it doesn't peel off. So there's my little witch, and she's cute. And then we can decorate the hat. And I mean, take this off if you'd like to decorate your hat. And what I did, like I had this, all this festooning stuff. There's a small, that's too short. And this one, I think it will like better. And it's just about the right size. So, all I did was slap on some glue, some hot glue. You can use anything. Even the, like, eyelash trim would be cute, would be pretty. Just sticking this on here. Like that. Just lift that out a little bit. So, that was that. And then, on the pumpkin, I put some sunflowers, not styrofoam. These were the candies I was talking about. These are the Mambas, and they fit in there really good. You can fill them up with candies, maybe give to a friend or neighbor, or I'm going to make one. I think I'm going to do a ghost, and I think I'm going to give it to my mail carrier, because she is awesome. I love her. So there is the festooning, and if you want more, go for it. You do what you do. You could wrap this whole thing up if you wanted to, and put it all up on there. Make her a real crazy hat. But I'm not doing that. I'm going to do this, and then I have some of this webbing, and this was Dollar Tree's webbing, and I just used my alcohol markers and scribbled and sprayed it with some rubbing alcohol in a spray bottle, just like that. And just daubed it in there, and I did these. I had a green one, but I used it for something else. And this is from the Dollar Tree, this ribbon, and it kind of looks cobwebby to me, but I thought, you know, it'd be cute to just kind of maybe bunch it up and put it on here like that. This is the part of crafting, it's not my forte, is trying to decide what to put on what. So I'm just going for it. I'm going to stick that right there in that hot glue. I'm going to grab my little spatula to hold that on. Let that cool a minute. And then I have some spiders somewhere. I have them cut out. Whoops, that's not them. I know where they're at. They're back here. Haha. So I have some orange spiders and some black spiders. And I think it needs a big orange spider. Dab a little hot glue on there. And I'm going to stick it on that webbing. That's good. Be sure not to get it all over your spider, like I did. Okay, like I said, I will spray this one more time. And if you have cobwebs from your glue, I mean, it's kind of festive, but if you don't want them on there, if you hit this with a blow dryer right quick, those little hairs will just disappear. So, I'm gonna put my lid back on. And there we go, there's this little witch. And, if you're, now my pumpkin, I did put the little veining in there and whatnot, but I don't know what you could do to this, really. Now, I'm not happy with her nose color. I don't like it. I might put something else there, color. I don't know. We might leave it there. I was thinking, too, while I was painting, I was thinking if you got maybe a Jimmy, a small one. I have to dig mine out of the cupboard here. Got like a small little Jimmy. I don't think it'll really matter what color it was. Let me put that before you finish everything. Maybe put that there. I'm gonna give it a try. Why not? Why not? I'm gonna put a little dab of glue there. Now I'm going to pick this up with my finger here. That on there. I know you guys know, see where I'm going with this, don't you? I don't mind the paint all over me. And like I said, I didn't throw my paint away yet. What if, come in there with that paint and paint it. And don't get it on your vinyl. I need a couple coats. Or if you had a rounder one, it would have been. I should have used a pearl. That's what I should have done. But there, now she's got a little wart. Alright guys, there you go. So, if you need to have a quick gift for Halloween, maybe you have little kids or grandkids and you want to find a fun way to treat them, you could make up these little things. Since they're only $1 and some paint, it's a cheap little gift, and put some candies in there, some Tootsie Rolls, whatever, suckers, whatever will fit in there, and you can use those to give to your friends, family, little kids, whatever. Like I said, you could decorate these to the 9, do them however you want. I mean, once you get them, I'm sure the ideas will flow through your head, and you will have all kinds of good ideas. So yeah, alright guys, y'all take care, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Alright guys, take care. Bye-bye.